Hey, welcome back to the How to Podcast series. It's Dave here with you again. I wanted to share with you a book that I am listening to on my Audible account over and over and over. Yes, it's true. I do listen to other things besides podcasts. I do like audiobooks. And for me, jumping on Audible is great because I can do other things while I'm listening to a book. I can rewind it. I can listen to it over and over again. And for me, I'm not a huge reader in that I sit down and read a book page by page. For me, I'm kind of on the go. So an Audible account makes sense for me. And the book that I'm looking at and listening to right now is Beyond Powerful Radio, written by Valerie Geller. It's really designed around working with radio people, hello radio people, and helping them to be better on the microphone on their local radio station and presenting themselves through their show. I really like that we can take the information designed for radio people and bring it into podcasting, because there's a lot we can learn from the experts in radio who have to be on all the time and capture your attention. And when your audience is very transient, where somebody doesn't start on the radio at 8 a.m. and listen through from start to finish, they're kind of jumping in here and there. And that's why they do the, hey, welcome back to the 91.8. This is Dave FM, and we're just giving you the traffic on the nines and all that. They have to be like engaging all the time, realizing their audience changes moment by moment. So in podcasting, people start with the beginning of our episode and hopefully they listen to the end. So we kind of have them with us the entire time. And I think we can learn a lot from our radio friends on how they do their shows, because they put a lot of time and effort into crafting the best for their audience, to be able to go and be engaging and funny in 10 seconds, where podcasters, we can slow burn it out and take our time. Radio people live underneath a clock, and they got to queue up the song that's coming. They got to know what's happening. The phone's ringing, and they're doing all these things, right? So I just really enjoy listening to a great radio host, because a lot of stuff you can learn from them. But this book by Valerie Geller is really good because it helps you to understand and connect with someone as expert in radio. And it's a really powerful guide to becoming a better communicator for your podcast. Really good for helping you with your public speaking, for anyone who has to communicate powerfully. This is a great book for you. So I really suggest it for you. There's a lot of great stuff in here about just not being boring, because I think a lot of podcasters tend to slide into the boring category when they run out of things to say or whatever. This book will really challenge you to not be boring, and how to grow your audience, and lots of tried and true techniques that you can apply to your podcast. So here's a little snippet from the book so you can hear a little bit of it. And I'll have links in the show notes if you want to buy a copy. If you get a subscription to Audible, you get 1 free credit a month, which you could use to build your library on Audible. That's what I do. So this one's living in my library. I can go back anytime, listen to it over and over and over again. So I really like this book, Valerie Geller, Beyond Powerful Radio. Here's a little snippet to give you a sense of what the book's about. Here we go.
Now that you're on the air on a regular basis, you know what hard work it really is. When you listen to the radio, you notice people who sound spontaneous. They make their work look natural and easy. It seems these people never make a mistake on the air, or if they do, you hardly notice it, or the show takes an unexpected twist and gets even better. Then there are broadcasters who seem pained and uncomfortable when things go astray. It can make you very nervous to listen to people reacting to a situation that way. How can you make sure you sound like one of the naturals? The difference between accomplished professionals and talented neophytes is that seasoned air talent always gives you the feeling that they're in control no matter what happens. And this skill can be learned.
this idea that we can help control the show, and we're driving. We're behind the wheel. We're the ones kind of leading and guiding the conversation. Not only helps your audience to feel like they're safe and in the right spot. If you're an interviewer, your guest will feel like you got this, and their confidence in you will come through in the conversation. They'll pick up on it, and it'll be a really great conversation because you got control of the tech, you got control of what's happening in the show, and your guest just feels like they are in a very safe environment with you on your show because you're in charge, right? And when I hear podcasters who let their guests just run the show, I can tell that the host is just not comfortable leading a conversation. They can start it, but they don't know what to do with it after it starts. They just, I don't know. And the guest picks up on it, takes over, runs the show, and you never hear from the host again during the conversation. So take care of your show, be in charge of it, run your podcast, right? This is what I like what Valerie's talking about here. But she goes on as well. Here we go.
The people you admire on the air have mastered some basic techniques that carry them through the most difficult situations. Their experiences, successes, as well as failures, are what make them so adept now. You cannot avoid some of the unpredictable aspects of this business, but you can learn reliable techniques to improve your show. You can escape certain traps by practicing a few elementary performance points, and there are things you can do to self-correct during the show should the show begin to take a turn for the worst. Here are performance points. 1. Pick topics about which you really care. A great talent or personality can make selecting a sofa interesting. Boring people, on the other hand, could ruin a conversation about the discovery of human life on Pluto. If you are interested, you'll find a way to make it interesting.
Okay, I love that. One more time for the people in the back, Valerie, please. One more time, please.
If you are interested, you'll find a way to make it interesting. 2. Use a strong show opening or monologue. Be sure to do the following. Focus your topic. Engage your audience by forming a question. State your opinion or position on a talkable topic and explain your view through example, experience, or storytelling. Do not read entire prepared speeches. If you have to read on air, don't sound like you're reading.
Now, this is going to take a lot of practice. So if you're brand new here and you've never done this before, that script might be your lifeline to get your podcast recorded. The more you do this, the more regularly you record episodes and get in front of the mic and learn this, the better it's going to get over time. So don't be too rushed to get to where Valerie's telling you. This is years and years and years and years of experience talking. Okay, so let's go back to my favorite quote. Do what you can with what you have where you are. So if you have a script and you need to read it, then read the script. But work your way towards using it less over time as you do this more. Here's more from Valerie as we continue.
3. Never be boring. Get rid of dull guests immediately. Remember, if you're bored, it's boring. If a guest starts out great or was selected as an expert, but in fact turns out to be stiff, too nervous to think clearly, or is in any other way non-communicative or inept as a storyteller, get rid of that guest. How often have you checked your watch when a guest is talking or taken a mini vacation in your head? If you are having an out-of-body experience when you are on the air, it is boring. If this is happening, try a few direct questions calculated to raise the energy level in the room. If that doesn't help, get rid of the guest. If this is a problem for you, have a prearranged signal with your producer, just as couples do at parties. News people can be sent in waving copy. Anything that lets you shove a dullard out the door is fair. Make a transition and immediately try doing something else. Remember, you are probably more interesting than a boring guest. Be flexible and protect your air product. If the guest is great, keep him or her with you longer. Why is getting rid of a dull, boring guest so difficult? It is surprisingly hard to speed the departure of a guest because we're trained from childhood to consider the feelings of others. As professionals in polite society, we don't want to be rude, but it is ultimately better to be rude to one guest or caller than to be rude to the entire listening audience.
So there you go, a little taste of the book, Beyond Powerful Radio with Valerie Geller. This whole idea about don't be boring. Like, come on. Oh my gosh. Don't be boring. If there's one thing you can take away from this episode, please don't be boring. That's the quickest way for your podcast to sink. It's like a hole in your boat. You're letting water in. You're just you, your guest, the content. It's boring. And when it's boring, people will leave. They're bored. Please don't be boring. And if you need help, grab a copy of Valerie's book. Listen to the audiobook, buy the actual copy, paper copy. And she's just great. I really, really enjoy her approach. There's a lot of radio stuff in here because that's really kind of where she's coming from, but there is a lot of great stuff that really translates well into your podcast. So if you're looking for something that can help you with your show, go check out Beyond Powerful Radio by Valerie Geller. Links in the show notes. Go grab a copy. And my thanks to you for being here for the How to Podcast series. I love finding these resources. I love sharing them with you. Really appreciate you being here. If you need any help with your podcast, howtopodcast.ca. We'll see you over there. Take care. We'll talk soon. Hey, it's Dave. Yeah, I'm here with you at the end again. Most people are gone by now, so it's just you and me. So a question that I get from podcasters, should I have a video podcast for my show? Now, if you're a video producer coming to podcasting, then yeah, you probably got amazing equipment. You have all the know-how. You know how to do all this stuff. Then go for it. Video's great for you. Excellent. And do it well. If you're an audio person like me, audio is my priority. Video is my secondary fill in the gap thing that I do when I have time. So you'll see the occasional video version on YouTube, but that's only when I have the bandwidth to do so. I'm an audio first podcaster, and that's kind of how I do this. I would say not everyone has to have a video podcast, but I would tell you that a video element to your show will be beneficial. Why? Video clips about your show can bring people to you. Video shorts on YouTube are good. TikTok, Instagram, all of these places, they love video. So if you can do like a face-to-camera clip where you just jump on your phone, turn the camera on yourself and say, hey, this week on the show, we did ABC. Or coming up next week, we have this guest coming up. Love for you to check it out. Episode will drop Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern. And I'd love if you share it with your friends. If you know somebody who loves this type of author, if you know somebody who likes this type of podcast, if you know somebody who's interested in this and this and this, my guest will be on next week. And I'd love for your support in sharing the episode with your friends. Quick, to the point, short, little clips about your show in video format. It's going to help your show. It really will. We're getting into that part of the world where video is becoming more and more prevalent and easier for us to do. So instead of doing a 45-minute podcast in video format with switching and camera angles and all the cost that goes along with that, like 4 times the amount of effort to do a video version of your podcast than an audio, 4 times the cost as well. Do the face to camera, get that as a starting point. If you find traction with a video formatted podcast in the future, then great, go down that path. But as a starter, audio is a great way to start. You get to learn your chops. You get to learn how to be a great host without having to worry about the cameras. And then flip the camera on your phone, talk to the camera, post it, and use video wherever you can. in the margins. That's where I would start. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to be stressful. And video can be your friend, not your enemy, if you treat it like an additional add-on. But make sure your audio podcast is great. You put in the time, the effort, the content's great, your guests are great, the episodes are really landing with your audience. You're asking in survey results, how are you experiencing the show? And you're growing your podcast in audio format. As this comes and as you build, then you can start looking at video and see if a video version of your podcast makes sense. It may or may not. So keep an open mind, keep practicing, keep podcasting, develop your craft. And if video makes sense, jump into video. But you don't have to start with video as a new podcaster. Just my opinion. If you need help, reach out anytime. You and I can have a conversation just like this. Love to help you. Take care.